This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, proud sponsor of the New Zealand Olympic team.
The Prime Minister's found out firsthand that there's still plenty of opposition to planned school closures in Christchurch. John Key turned down an invitation to talk to one of the schools affected. So when he turned up to open a nearby factory, protesting parents were waiting. Mike Thorpe was there too.
When John Key declined the invitation to visit Yuldhurst Model School, he may not have realised that one way or another he'd be getting the message. It's been a familiar request since the government announced plans to axe 13 Canterbury schools. But unlike many of the proposed closures, Yuldhurst was barely touched by the quakes.
We had no earthquake damage. We were actually the first school open after the February 22nd earthquake. So we really can't understand why they're trying to close us.
And the city is now growing towards it. So why would it close?
The question is whether there's an opportunity to build sort of bigger, better school.
And that, says the principal, is what they're fighting.
Some of our parents travel quite a distance to actually come to our school because it is, while it's on the boundary of Christchurch City, it's a country school and that's what they want their children to attend.
Supporters of this rural Decile 7 school say that merging with a suburban Decile 2 school will be detrimental to both parties, and they believe parents will simply drive their children further afield to another country school. But the Prime Minister says nothing is set in stone.
We take on board fully their concerns, and I give them my word we'll be looking at what they say. I can't guarantee that we'll agree with them. We haven't made any decisions yet.
But Yuldhurst Model School has. They'll now look to form a cluster of their own with similar country schools. They have until early December to convince the government that they're heading in the right direction. Mike Thorpe, One News.
This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, proud sponsor of the New Zealand Olympic team.